Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. Make sure you tune in every Monday and every Friday at 9 p.m. Teed Up with T. Lynn, you understand? It's going to be live on the gram, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff, man. If you're an artist, you need to book your slots. Yes, sir. Go ahead and get your flyers made. You need mixtape covers. You need promo. You need anything. Hey, you need to see Teed Up with T. Lynn, man. It's going to get real crazy this year. You already know that new podcast going all the way up. And guess who's sponsoring the first one? Yep, that's right. DJ Rio and Rich Talk. Hey, man, if you ain't know, now you know. Teed Up with T. Lynn. Every Monday, every Friday, 9 p.m. New heat, new bangers, new artists, new interviews. Hey. We doing a new thing, baby. Out here.
Okay, it's Teed Up with T. Lynn, and tonight we have Vega Don. It's his born day, so everybody wish him a happy birthday.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's good.
So if y'all don't know, but Vega is my mentor. So this is like really very special to me. And I'm very, very happy that he actually said, hey, it's my birthday, but you know, we'll do this thing.
Indeed.
So I'm very pleased and very happy that you decided to spend your birthday with me.
Thank you. And I'm gonna celebrate it with everybody. I'm not gonna tell you what's in the cup, but it's definitely quenching my thirst. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Indeed.
I got my birthday hat for you.
I forgot mine.
Now, I'd say happy birthday to you, but there is a reason why I'm on this side of the industry instead of that side of the industry. So we're going to save people a lot of earaches.
Gotcha.
And I'll blow this for you.
You blow the horn. That'll work.
Okay. I'm sure that everybody probably that is tuning in knows who you are, but why don't you go ahead and brief everybody who you were?
Oh my goodness. I am in the industry. I'm known as Vega Don. I am the vice president, one of the executive vice presidents over at Tang Management. I handle the distribution for PYN, Protect Net Records, as well as one of the executives for the Woo Worldwide DJ Coalition. So, amongst other things, you know, plenty of hats, you know, have my own company as well as my own clothing line and so forth like that. But, you know, that it's an accomplishment, but it's been a challenge. How about that? It's been a challenge, but I'm grateful. I'm definitely grateful. So thank you for having me on the show.
I'm glad that you're on. I couldn't kick this completely off until I had my mentor on here. And I'm going to let everybody know why you're my mentor. See, Vega said something to me a long time ago that is a really big part of why I'm still in the industry. And he doesn't even really realize how much that meant to me. But I had somebody that wanted him to take a listen to some music. So I asked Vega, I said, can I send you some music? And he says, sure. And he gave me his email. So I go to email him. I write this really nice, cute little email up, and I send some pictures and everything of the artist. And I waited till the next day, and I asked Vega, I said, have you listened to so-and-so? And he said, I haven't had a chance yet, T. I'm really busy today. So I'm like, I understand. I waited about 20 minutes, and I'm like, Vega. And he's like, yes, T. And I'm like, you need to listen to him. I said, because he's going to make us famous. And Vega came back with a bunch of laughy faces. He says, I'm going to listen to him right now. And then afterwards, he really liked what he heard. So we had a business conference call, and I remember that he was talking to the gentleman, and in the middle of the conversation, he goes and says, T, I got to say something to you. And I'm like, yes, Vega. And he's like, don't you ever change for nobody. Stay who you are. And I'm like, is this because I said he's going to make his dog famous? And I think that was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, I haven't changed. I have not changed.
Indeed. And look where you how far you've come. I mean,
and exactly.
It's like a lot of people tend to give up on their dreams, which means you give up on yourself. And
I know.
if you don't have faith in yourself and believe in yourself, nobody in this industry will, and they will never take you serious. So, you know, when you set something and you stand by it, that's the way you have to move from that point on. So, in other words, when you make your presence known, make sure you're correct and you're the person who you want to be, and not trying to be somebody else, because you can get a conflict of character there, and it can be overwhelming. So some people tend to lose themselves because they're trying to
Yeah.
appease other people instead of being who they are. So, you know, I definitely salute you for maintaining, and regardless whether you had your ups or your downs, you still kept stuck in there and kept moving forward. And that's the most important thing. I'm definitely proud of you for that.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I sit here and say that you've been such an inspiration to everything that I've done. And I keep moving forward and keep going more and more and exploding at the same time is because I have watched you stay true to who you are. So when I seen that, of course I can't say I cannot be myself because I've watched you be yourself. And
Yeah,
that's been very important to me. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
you're very welcome. I get the energy from everybody. You know, the energy flows. It comes back around, and those that are in your circle, they're supposed to help boost you up and bring you up, and help
Hmm.
you, you know, keep that level tunnel vision, that focus and everything. So that's a whole part of having a mentor or having a team. You know, we got to lift each other up, even when things are bad and when things are good. Always lift each other up. And, you know, like I
Exactly.
said, I'm proud of it. Look, I mean, I remember when when I was living in Hawaii and you did the first interview with me. I remember that. It's like, I'm like, look how far you've come from that, you know. So salute to you, definitely.
I really, really appreciate that because that time I remember I made you blush because I told you you were my Tupac.
Yeah. Look, I'm still blushing right now. Oh my goodness,
I s-
that's yeah, I remember.
that's just who I am. I say I definitely say what's on my mind, and I don't care.
No comparison. Let's no, hold on. I don't want nobody. No comparison whatsoever. I don't think I'm
No,
there, but
what I meant was like everybody looks up to somebody. I said you're on the business side, so that's like how everybody looks up to Tupac. Well, you're like my Tupac, like that was you, or you were definitely different, and definitely not him, but you are what like my Tupac.
got you, got you. On the
That's what
business
I meant.
aspect of things, I understand. On the business side of things, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you.
Okay, tell us about Vega Dawn Apparel.
Oh, Vega Don Apparel. It's been something that's, you know, like my baby in the on the back burner. You know, you try to set yourself and brand yourself at first before you start bringing more ideas to a situation. So, I used to do fashion marketing back in high school. Um, did fashion shows, so forth like that, along with the musical side of things that I did, and I took a liking to it. I kind of like, you know, dressing up, changing for different sceneries, and adjusting to your atmosphere. You know, you are what you wear, just like you are what you eat. So you got to adapt to your environment. You know, I can switch it up when you get the b-boy style going on, or I can, you know, get the casual look going on. I can get the professional look going on, and I like that. That's what clothing does for people. It changes people appearance, but it changes your attitude too. So Vega Dawn Apparel has been in the making, and it's all about attitude. It's all about how you present yourself. You know, you can have a laid back type of day, or you can have that, yo, I'm about to do some business and handle some business and sign $1 million deal day. So that's basically what Vega Dawn Apparel represents. And you know, I'm working on the new fall line right now for the men and women. More denim stuff involved in it. Getting ready for the winter time coming up and so forth like that. So I got a few things going on. Along with the Vega Dawn Apparel, I try to I try to incorporate what's going on. Like I have a proud to be collection, and that's basically people that want to represent their nationality, where you're from, you know, where your heritage. You know what I'm saying? Is I got a proud to be collection that represents each and every nationality that exists here in the United States, whether you know, Dominican, Cuban, whatever. You know, each shirt represents where you're from because you're proud to be, but at the same time, you know, we all come together because this is what the United States is made up of: a bunch of people, a bunch of different nationalities that came together, or trying to come together. How shall I say, trying to come together to live in harmony, you know, and we're working on that. So I felt like that line was definitely needed, as well as my other line that I created, which is the 22 flavors collection, which is basically, you know, your cookies and cream, your what else I have? I just released last week the mango berry blend collection, as well as my goodness, cotton candy. So I have three flavors so far out of the 22 flavors that's available, and they'll be dropping every now and then. So that's basically what the Vega Don apparel is. It's more about attitude and representing yourself and your comfortability and your appearance at the same time. So
Okay, and as of right now, it's vegadonapparel.com, right? Am I
yes,
correct?
it's www.vegadonapparel.com. We're about to launch a new promotion campaign for it and so forth like that. So definitely be on the lookout. I'll definitely post it on my social media platforms, as well as, you know, you can Google it. It'll be the first thing that pop up as well. But yeah, check it out. Go on the page, explore, check it
Definitely.
out. You know, it's all about innovation. You know what I'm saying? Creativity. You know, bringing not really creating a, you know, like I always say, it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's just perfecting the wheel that's already there, making better, adding on to it. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Definitely. Okay, so I'm just going to let everybody know. Make sure you're sharing this feed right now, because
Yes,
this is words of
yes.
wisdom here.
Everybody tune in.
And make sure you drop a comment. I'm spotlighting comments all night, so definitely leave a comment. And if you haven't, go ahead and go subscribe to my channel, T Lynn TV, and you'll find all these videos there, all the lives, everything, and the edited forms, and some of my vlogs are coming soon. I'm recording vlogs, y'all.
Wow.
But
See, I told you
that's gonna be fun.
you're doing big things. I told you you're
Yes, I
doing big
am.
things.
Definitely got to. So what's going on with PYN right now?
Right now, PYN, everything basically on this side of the brand under Wu-Tang Management is going through a relaunching phase. PYN, we're definitely focused on our artists and so forth like that, but we're kind of like focusing on the man who created everything. And that man is John Mook Gibbons. We call him Mook. Everybody calls him Mook. I call him the bully of the industry because of how he infiltrated the industry with the Wu-Tang music and so forth like that. His plan that he devised to flood the market and so forth was a genius, and it actually worked. So he is actually the man who orchestrates everything. It's a team effort, but he definitely heads the team. So we're focusing on pushing him right now, but we're still actually dealing with artists. We're putting artists out and everything like that, you know, through the distribution, providing marketing through Productive House and other marketing resources that we have. So it's definitely working out. Right now, we haven't launched any artists currently because of the focus that we're having on and everything that's going on with Mook right now, which is, you know, everybody stay tuned, because that's a blessing in itself. You know what I mean? It's definitely a good thing that's coming, and good things are happening with PYN distribution, as well as Woo World Radio, the Woo DJ Coalition, and so forth like that. I definitely want to give a shout out to the whole Woo World Radio team. We got Beck G on PR. We got Prince Hakeem, you know, he's new to the team, as well as Beck G, and DJ Mike Love, along with, of course, Amar. Amar, you know, heads up the whole Woo World Radio, and we got my man Aville. I want to give a shout out to them because Woo World Radio is about to make some, you know, do a relaunch as well, and about to make some definite changes and changes for the better. So everybody stay tuned. Shout out to the Woo DJ Coalition as well. Brit, Boss Lady Brit, got Chaz, DJ Ice, DJ JU Ice, DJ Ultimate, DJ Martin, Riz Boogie. You know what I mean? We got a whole slew of DJs and everybody. The whole team, the whole unit, the whole brand is definitely moving forward in a good direction, and I'm content and happy with what I'm seeing right now. So. Uh-oh. There you go.
Sorry,
There
I
you go.
kept pushing the button a couple of
There
times.
you go.
With everything going on with COVID and everything, do you see that it's a majorly impact for the music
Oh
industry?
yes, oh definitely. It's this has is a wake up call. It's caused some good things, and definitely it has caused some bad things. A loss of family members and so forth like that. Um, but it's also given us the opportunity to sit back and be able to think about the direction that not only we want to go in as a brand, but each individual player of the team, as well as people out there. This is a time that that everybody should sit back and reevaluate everything that they have going on in their lives, and think of another way, whether it's to create revenue, to open up your own business, to do something different. This has given us the time to do that. And with the industry, with the music industry, it is definitely impacted. It's caused us to create different ways of still being seen without being seen, in a sense, to still keep that artist name in the eyes of the fans without actually physically being there and risking the people's lives of catching the virus and stuff like that. So it's been a challenge, but like I said, innovation is amazing, especially with the millennials and people that have very creative minds. We're still allowed to remain relevant. And that's the main thing when it comes to this whole situation. You gotta remain relevant, and the best way to do that is bring people into your household. You know what I mean? We gotta, they do it on the news. They doing the Zoom and Skype and everything. You know what I'm saying? It is definitely it's definitely a blessing to be able to work with people in the industry that are creative and have different ways of still keeping us relevant. So we're still working on it. We're still thinking of creative ways to still keep the artists busy, because I know the artists are suffering as well as the whole industry is suffering. Entertainment, TV is definitely taking a hit, but I believe we're going to definitely bounce back. When I can't say, but when we bounce back, it's going to be a strong bounce. So
Do you see an improvement of digital downloads though within the music industry, like for the music? Do
I
you
really,
see?
I really can't see digital downloads. People are doing more streaming than anything. That's where the majority of the revenue is being created. Um, People still download, but what's amazing to me is I find some people also want actual still physical copies of things. They want that tangible thing. They want to be able to feel, hold it, set it up on a shelf, collect it, and so forth like that. But they still download or they still stream the music at the same time. So it's been a toss up, but more or less it's been more on the streaming side than the download side. I can definitely say that. I see the difference in the sales, and honestly, downloads is not doing too well right now. It's not as a whole. But yeah, streaming skyrocketing, definitely streaming.
Um, what would you suggest for an artist that is attempting to start out in this era of time where the COVID and everything? What do would you suggest for an artist to actually try to accomplish at first?
Establish your business. That's what I would say at first. If you're trying to come into the industry now, like I said, now is the time where you have to peace, Heaven, how you doing? You have to establish yourself as an entity, establish your brand. Um, Before anything else, if you feel like you're an artist and you already have that talent, then your talent is in the bag. Just focus on the business side right now. Um, you know, Establishing your LLC, getting your BMI and your publishings and stuff straight, getting your business in order is all a part of your brand. And if you go out there and you step out there halfway with just thinking that your talent is going to be successful alone without anything else, then you definitely lost. I've spoken to some artists over the last few days, and they're like, it's really hard out here to be an artist. They didn't know that this much stuff it took this much stuff to become an artist, just to just to be seen or just to get recognition and stuff like that. So some of them was like, I'm not going to be an artist in the forefront. I just want to write for people. It puts you in a different perspective when everything is laid out in front of you, and you got to do this in order for this to take place. You got to do this, and this is it's a lot of things that needs to take place before you even step out on the stage. Yet alone, a lot of things should take place before you even step into the studio. But the best thing I can say is, for artist advice, get your business in order before you come and approach anybody, because like the streets, this industry is rough, and people will take advantage of you. I've seen it firsthand. Some things in my years of being in the business. Radio too. I've seen it in radio as well. People will take advantage of you. People will, just toss you to the wayside. you know. So that's the best advice I can give. As far as everything else, if you got your talent intact and you're good to go, I wish you the best of luck. Make sure you stand out above and beyond what's already going on right now. That's the main thing. You got to be true to yourself and be original. Make yourself shine, stand out.
Definitely. Um, there's a lot of misconceptions when artists get into the industry that they just need that one song and they're going to go to the top
Yeah.
just like that overnight.
I wish it was like that. No, this is actually when it comes to that, it makes it harder for your team, because like you may have that one song to push, but your manager and everybody else already know that you go to the table with that one song, that label's going to ask you, or whoever, even if you're just independent, your investors, whoever's putting that money back you up, is going to ask you, okay, you got that one song, what else you got? If you only got that one song, you're a one-hit wonder. Nobody's really going to take you serious. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to get your business in order and do your research and know what you actually need. All right, I got this one song, but do I have something to follow up? And do I have something to follow that? What if your investor or that label doesn't like any of the songs that you have other than that one song? Guess what? You're going to spend money to go to the studio and create some more songs. It's good to have at least 100 or something songs on deck, on standby, just to fish. In other words, it's like having extra bait just in case fish can run by and steal the worm off the hook. You definitely you gotta have extra. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have a backup plan behind a backup plan, and that is the misconception that a lot of people think, like, just this one song is gonna take me to the top. Yeah, and then what? After you pay X, Y, and Z amount of people to produce, or you pay, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people's hands that's in that one song. So you got to create 5 or 6 more songs that can do the same thing in order to just balance yourself out. So it's all about business, man. And a lot of people are not ready for the corporate world. It's definitely a corporation. It's definitely corporate. It's a structure to it. In other words, you can't circumvent that structure. You got to go through it. You got to deal with it.
Trust me. I've had to learn the hard way all that stuff, because like I've had artists come to me, want me to manage them, and they've got this song. You gotta hear the song. Okay, what's their next song? What's your next hit? Oh,
Right.
I haven't got there yet. Well, I can't manage something that ain't got there yet. Like, you've got to get something behind you and have a plan. I think they should make a blueprint of themselves and have all the projects down like a blueprint and just go from there.
Right. I tell a lot of people that this just happened to me last week, a few weeks ago as well. I was with Nimrod, actually. We were in Richmond, just did an event, and I went to the Wawas, and there was a gentleman in there, and he was just speaking about how talented he is, and he actually performed right there in the middle of the Wawas for me. I'm like, okay, you sound good and everything. So I gave him my card and everything, and I was like, don't pay attention to the card. Do your research on who you're dealing with. I want you to do your research and everything. And the next day, he had emailed me, and he was like, you know what? I did my research on you, and I know who you are and everything, and I can tell you was real. He said, I deal with a lot of people in the industry. I can tell you were real, because your card didn't have your telephone number on it. I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, you didn't have a telephone. He said, most of these guys, they put their telephone number on the card and tell me to call them and stuff like that. He said, but I knew right when you handed me the card that you was actually somebody that could do something because your number wasn't on the card.
I like that idea. I really like that idea. All you need to do is get on a website. That's it.
Right. I said,
just put your website, put your social media links on there, and that's it.
Exactly. My email was on there, and that was it. My social media, and I said, okay. I didn't think about things that way, but he was just telling me how, you know, how he's been scammed over and ran into overthrew in the industry, and he just like he was at the point to where he was tired. But you know, it's kind of like I passed like 3 different Wawas to end up at that same Wawas that he was at. And it you know, nothing happens by coincidence. So it was meant for me to meet up with him. But he's a very talented young man, and I'm looking forward to you know, possibly getting him situated on the right track, you know, with the business and everything in the right direction. So that was just something I had to speak on. I don't know what told me to speak about that, but I had to speak about that.
This is freestyle interview.
This is what it was. Definitely for the artists, definitely do your research is what I really wanted to say.
Yeah, and never hit somebody up with the one word that him and I cannot stand is yo.
Yeah, yo. Oh, what's up, bruh? I'm like, come on, I've been in this game for 20 something years, man. I earned my respect. Please don't call me bruh or yo or none of that. If you're gonna call me
the yo gets to me.
Vega. Say how you doing, Vega, or peace, Vega, or something like that. Don't that yo stuff that you get nowhere. You wouldn't go into a job interview talking about some yo. Don't come to me with that shit.
I sometimes block people after they say yo to me.
I tune them out. I really tune them out.
I block them.
Like, dang, and he could have been a good artist too, but you just tune me out. I can't take you to the table like that. You talking about some yo.
No. I actually deal with a lot of trap artists, so they have a way of speaking themselves. But after some time, people have started realizing that I know what I'm talking about in the business so well. They know, don't say yo to her. Don't come in her box with no, hey, beautiful, I got something for you. No, don't flirt with me, because if you flirt with me, I'm blocking you. Period. Right. Like I don't use my Facebook for hookups. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Right. It's an automatic turn off. It is.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on now.
Disrespectful.
Right. I've earned the respect. Please respect me. You don't have to call me sir. You don't have to go to that extreme or nothing like that. But just don't do that yo or what's up, dog, or you know, bro, yo, bro, none of that. You know.
It's just like, I don't know. It's like, what are we teaching our children today? How to communicate with people. I bet you not one artist under the age of 30 can write an email for themselves.
It would be that, and that's a shame. If that
is
the case, that is definitely a shame, considering how technology has evolved. I could see somebody older, you know, having a hard time adapting to it, but if you're in this younger generation and you're not up to speed on things, then you're definitely going to be lost and left to the side.
Exactly.
You know, and it's changing daily.
I agree. So my sponsorship came from Vega Don Apparel tonight, so I gotta give a big shout out. Thank you, Vega, for sponsoring this episode.
Not a problem. My pleasure. Always.
And if you are looking to sponsor one of my episodes, please go to teedupwithlynn.com and inbox me. And but where do you see your apparel business going?
I wanna take it overseas. I want to deal with, you know, I want to make it big. I want to make it a household name in a sense. You know, every business has a starting point. Cost, you know, you got to look at cost and the way things are going right now. I'm really dealing with the shipping issue right now. That's been a major hang up this last few months, right? The last 2 months actually. But you know, you always look for new ways to make a service better. It's all about quality and providing top quality service to your clients and your customers, and in order to keep them coming back and to tell people more. So I want to see Vega Dawn all over. I want to go to the fashion shows and have some models walking the runway with Vega Dawn apparel on, for females, for babies, Vega Dawn baby, uh, I'm thinking all types of things right now that I have in store to come up if, once everything, I'm not gonna say if, got to speak it into existence, but once everything gets back on track, with the economy and stuff like that, I'm gonna still keep it pushing. Got to still keep it pushing.
If there was somebody out there that's trying to start an apparel company like myself, I'm not gonna, yeah, I'll pop it. Okay, so yeah, what advice would you give me?
I would say first research the markets and stuff like that to see what's hot and what's not, what's selling, what's moving. If it's the right timing. Everything is about timing. If it's the right time to introduce right now, dealing with the economy. I started. Well, I started the brand a long time ago, but I released my first items like last December sometime. It was like, yeah, around December of last year. I came in at a good time because things was going good. And then when the year came around, the new year came around, and the COVID-19 set in, it just kind of like it slowed up a little bit, but it was steady. So everything is all about timing. I feel like once the economy picks back up, people are going to want to get out. People are going to want to buy new things, look good while they're getting out because they haven't been out in a while. So right now, I'm not going to stress it anymore. Right now is the time to take that baby that you got in your head and manifest it into a movement. Do your research and find out what can you provide to the people that's already out there, but make it better. Whether it's better quality in the shirt material, whether it's a different style, whether it's a different look, what's going on, what do the people want? Who's buying the most out there? You got to do all that type of research in order to see, if it will sell, and then throw the idea out there. Just fish it out. Buy a couple of items and, design your logo to it or whatever the case may be, a couple of items and put it out there just to see what it'll do. And you'll get your feedback. People be like, yo, that's hot. You're going to have your haters, but, of course, you're going to have the people like, yo, that's hot, man. Where can I get that from? That type of thing. And once you start hearing more of that, that's when the ideas will start kicking in more. Well, shoot, let me go ahead and tweak it like this and add this to it. And, that's basically how it starts. It starts with an idea and research to see what would sell.
I absolutely love every bit of the designs you've got out. The
Thank you.
bee, all that. That is just like incredible. I mean, I
Thank
do
you.
graphics as well, but that's top notch there.
Yes,
I
that
can't
was
get to that point yet. But
that
I
was
will. I will.
that was created by Jackie DeNicola. She's been my graphic artist for I can't oof man since 2013, and she's
Wow.
designed quite a few things for the brand, for myself personally, and then the actual signature was actually a lot of people, and this is something that people need to understand. When graphic designers do stuff for you, sometimes the font that they use is trademark. So you have to legally get approval from the person who created the trademark on that font. And that's
Hmm.
what I had to do. I had to pay for my font, the signature, the signature of Vega
Yeah,
Dawn.
the
Yes,
Vegadons. Yeah.
that was a font called Millanova. It was a font called Millanova, and the actual creator of that font reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey, I see that you use my font and everything. I appreciate it. I like it. I like the movement of what's going on, but it's trademark. You got to do X, Y, and Z. So the you got to be careful." And he told me a lot of graphic designers, they don't tell the people when they design things for them that they're not allowed to use that font unless they get the proper authority, unless they have the leasing rights to it. So I had to
I
purchase the
know.
leasing rights to that font. You follow what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
a
So
lot of people ask me that too. They say
yeah,
they'll ask me, where do you get your fonts and how do you deal with your fonts? I have to lease those. I have to
Yeah,
lease them, or
exactly.
I have to buy them outright. I like so
Exactly.
when they ask me why are you charging so much for your logos and stuff, I said you want to be able to use your logo, right? Like I mean, you
Right.
want to be able to use it. I
Right.
said the font costs us money. Like you got to pay me this much money so I can cover my lease on that
Exactly.
font for as long as I've got it. And
Yep.
usually font leases are actually pretty good. It's like every 3 to 6 years.
Right.
You
I
pay a
got
lease for 3 to 6 years.
I got it unlimited. He talked to me and everything. I got it unlimited, so I'm able to use it on whatever, wherever I want to,
Mm,
so forth like that. So he was content. We talked. Real good guy. Fill me in on something that I didn't know about. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I definitely appreciate that information. I said if I get a chance, I'm gonna share with everybody. When you get these graphic designers to do your stuff, make sure you check and make sure that that font
Thank
is
you.
they're able to use that font because
Thank you.
a lot of graphic designers won't tell you that. So
Exactly.
just a bit of advice. So,
Exactly.
but when it comes to
Um,
everything, the trademarking on it and everything, you got to get your logos, trademark, everything. You got to get everything covered and trademarked when it comes to this business. To make sure it's
exactly.
yours. You know.
Definitely. Okay. I asked everybody this question, but I'm going to ask you anyway because we already know you're going to be great in 3 months and 3 years and 3 decades. But um, what's the plan for 3 months, 3 years, and 3 decades?
Oh my goodness, 3 months. That's a good question. No, it just depends because, like I said, a lot of things are going on. We have some new changes with Woo World Radio. Like I said, Mook, he's doing a lot of big things. And I'm kind of like, it's kind of funny to say I'm kind of like his road manager type thing. I'm managing the manager in a sense. No, but he has a lot of good things going on, and the things that he has in place has set up to where everything he's doing and he's attached to, it automatically trickles down. So my immediate goal is to make sure that he looks good. You know what I mean? Got to make sure the boss look good, because if the boss don't look good, then we don't look, none of us look good. So within the next 3 months, I can't spill the beans because we under contract that we can't speak on things until it actually happens. But just let it be known that a lot of good things is about to take place. Once it's released, then I can speak further on it. But that's for the next 3 months. For the next 3 years, um, I plan on I'm currently in school. I'm in school currently, working on my degree and working towards entertainment law. Um, with that being said, that's what my next 3 years is looking out like, attending law school, and then the next decade or so. I mean, hey, anything is possible. Um, Definitely trying to establish that foundation for my sons and my daughters, to shine and show forth and bring their talent to the foundation and so forth like that. Just I want opportunities that for everyone. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be prosperous. So I'm trying to create a lane to where everybody can learn from, take note from, and have a direct pathway to it instead of going through the hills and bumps and stuff that most of us have went through. We all say we want to pave the way, but sometimes that way can get rocky for others that's following behind you. You made the road, but you didn't give me the vehicle to ride through on the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pave that road and provide that vehicle. So that's what I see in the near future. I can't put a pinpoint on what it will be, but I know it'll be great. I got something to do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep pushing. So whatever it is, it'll be great.
I'm going to school too. I'm going to be a veterinarian technician.
Watch out now. That's what I'm talking about. Get that money.
It's
You got, but you got to
kicking my
do it, and
butt
you
though.
got
I
to.
ain't gonna lie.
you got to get revenue in many different ways. Like I said, nothing is promising, and this COVID-19 has surely shown that. I'm an electrician by
Exactly.
trade. And once this COVID came, yo, where I was at, shut down, shut like that. I'm like, yo, come on now. So, you gotta think about the future. You gotta be prepared, adjust to the bumps in the road. These are one of them bumps in the road that you just gotta adjust. You can't sit up there and waste all your time thinking, oh my goodness, what am I do? Oh my goodness, I can't do this. This is that. Oh my good. That took too much energy. You done wasted 5 years just saying that.
This is truth.
You wasted 5 years saying all that, acting all out. Just jump on it, adapt to the bumps in the road, and keep it moving.
Exactly. I mean, my passion is the music industry. But I love animals. Like, do you know I chase chickens every day, Vega? Like, we have a chicken farm. Like, seriously, we've got 15 chickens.
Wow. So let me ask you a question. So
Okay.
do y'all sell those chickens to be slaughtered and stuff like that, or how?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, I got you. I was about to say, is it true that you cut a chicken's head off, he'd still run around? I've
Oh,
heard that.
I'm
I heard
not
that's
doing
true.
that. I wouldn't do that. These chickens are like family now. Like, they
Got you.
all have their own names. They got little bracelets and charms on their legs, so I can tell them
Oh,
apart.
yo, they living the best life.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they have a mansion and everything. I am not lying. Like, these
Stop,
chickens are spoiled.
stop playing.
They love
Stop.
bananas.
What are you planning? Are you just gonna keep them, raise them till they?
They're hens. They lay eggs. We eat their eggs.
Got you. Okay,
We use
cool.
their eggs. So
Cool.
we're like a farm, a little mini farm now. I'm building me a tiny house too, Vega. And my
Oh shit.
tiny house
Uh-huh.
is all solar. My studio is ran off of solar. Like, now, I'm telling you, I have gone to the extreme to run everything off of solar.
Hey, that's the way. That's the new move right there. That's the move. It's
Yeah, I'm off.
like
I'm literally off in the hills.
I can look from the way you explained it. Yes, I can see that's where you're at.
But it's
I can see
okay.
that's where you're at. Indeed,
It's peaceful. It's
yeah,
peaceful.
I can imagine. It beats this city because I'm about to go crazy here in Baltimore. It's like I've been here going on 3 years, and it's just driving me bananas. I'm looking out my back window of my apartment, and I'm looking at an alley. It's like,
Yeah,
okay.
well, when I look outside, there's nothing but mountains, like tons
See,
and tons of mountains.
see, and
Well,
I
I
just
had a
suggest
bear at my door
what?
probably about a month ago. He would
Wow.
he was just sitting there looking at me when I took the dog out to pee.
I would enjoy that. That sounds relaxing. That
It is.
sounds
It's very
relaxing.
much. You need to come and just stay at my godmother's bed and breakfast at some point
Where are you actually at?
in
What part
Cana,
of the world?
Virginia.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're not too far. You're not
Nope.
too far.
You could
Not too far.
go look for Blue Ridge Manor bed and breakfast.
Uh-huh.
She has a very beautiful bed and breakfast, and I'm right there. I'm right here.
Might have to come
That's
and
where
check
I'm
that
at
out.
right now.
We could definitely talk about that. I might have to come check that out. I love nature. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh yeah,
love just relaxing, just sitting
yeah. And
back,
there's a
looking at
pond.
everything.
There's a pond for fishing, and there's hiking trails and all kinds of things out here.
Dope, dope. Definitely got to talk to you about that.
Be a good place for a retreat.
That please don't give Mook any ideas. The last retreat we went on, this man had us bicycling at 4 o'clock in the morning almost. Riding on a bicycle at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was just ridiculous. Like he kept that every day we had an exercise, whether it was riding bicycles, working out in the gym, or swimming. It was a company retreat, but it turned into a boot camp. That's what it
Boot camp.
was.
How about a relaxing retreat this time?
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll definitely be good. I can deal with it. I
Yeah,
can deal with it.
definitely.
Minus the
Uh,
Bears though. Minus the Bears. I don't know. Me and
there's
Bears, I don't know.
the bears are around, and the only time I saw it was that one night, I had let the dog out to go to the bathroom, and it's really funny because she is a hunter, and as soon as you let her outside, her nose goes up in the air and she sniffs and starts barking. And for some reason, she didn't do it that night. Thank God, because if she had barked, I was afraid I'd be fighting a bear for a dog. Like, and so as soon as I could, I grabbed her up and I ran back inside with her. And she's a big dog, like she's probably about 40 pounds. And I just grabbed her as quick as I could and ran her back inside. But that bear just stared at me.
Yeah, I would have lost it. I would have lost it.
I'm not too scared of animals.
I said I want to leave the city and get away. I want to see some squirrels and stuff like that. But bears is not on my list to see.
We got two squirrels. It's Chip and Dale out here. They're babies.
Chip and Dale.
Yep, Chip and Dale, and they're my buddies. Chip don't have much of a tail. Dale's got a big fluffy one, but Chip's got a small tail. I'm not sure what happened to his tail.
That sounds nice. That sounds nice.
And Chip and Dale actually let me get really close to them because they've been here since they were babies. And as soon as they came out of the nest, I'd talk to them. So they've got used to me. So I get about 2 or 3 feet from them before they'll run off.
Wow.
I'll end up feeding them eventually because I'm an animal person and animals love me.
That's a good way to be. I love animals too, but just not bears.
You may want to see one.
Nah, I seen one at the zoo. That was good enough. The zoo, I'm good.
There's a lot of deer out here.
Deer, okay, yeah.
You might be okay with Bambi.
Yo, those things are scary too. I've seen the damage that they can do to a vehicle. It's like crazy. You would never think.
It's true.
It's crazy. Those guys are strong. I don't see.
Yeah, they're just heavy. They're really heavy.
Yeah.
But we got like babies and does around here mostly, so we ain't got that many bucks. But,
so what? Look, I'm about to turn the interview around. So what does T. Lynn have in store?
What do I have in store? Oh, I love this.
Once the COVID thing ends, I done switched seats now. I'm doing an interview now.
Okay.
We have taken over.
We can do that
with T. Lynn. The Vega Don birthday special, y'all. Here we go. So
okay. Well, when we're completely released of COVID, I mean, like, and we're free again, I'm definitely going to start traveling again. I'm going to start going out there again. I've been in this area for 6 months now, since February. My grandfather passed away, so I came back from Iowa. And as soon as I got back here, they started shutting the country down. Guess what? Guess we got stuck back in Cana, Virginia.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm not really stuck. My godmother, she's a blessing to me no matter what. So she'll always be my godma. And we've had good times raising chickens because this is the first time she raised chickens with me, and we've just had a ball. But after this, I am going to definitely start traveling some more. I want to go out there. I want to be on some, shows, and I want to have some awards going on. I definitely would love to take this podcast to cities and just like go in each city and just talk to everybody and have everybody come out and chat with me and cut up with me and everything. And I definitely would like some showcases going on and stuff like that. I want to express I want my brand to start really hitting home for a lot of people. A lot of people don't know about me is my brand is out for one reason, and that is to start a big organization for domestic violence. Gotcha. And everything I do pays for my home right now. It pays for me building my home. It pays for my schooling. I don't do financial aid. I'm paying out of pocket.
Wow.
And this is my bread and butter. Oof. This is my bread and butter right now, is especially this podcast. My graphics, the podcast, the social media promotion, all that. And of course, somebody goes and hijacks my Facebook. But and And that kind of messed me up, and it's kind of put me down because I've lost a lot of connections
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people that did business with me, and that really kind of sucks
Gotcha.
because I'm losing a little bit of income, but I'll get it back because I don't stop. I
Indeed,
keep
you
going,
don't. You're not supposed
and
to. You're
they
not
and
supposed
they're
to.
like they're holding my Facebook, my other two Facebooks for $200 ransom.
Stop playing.
I am not lying. I have got the messages. They say pay me $200 and we'll give you your Facebooks back.
That is
Like who in
insane.
the world? Like they say that somebody hacked my account and sold my account to them.
Wow, that's
It
crazy.
is, it is, and
My,
I've got his phone number. He
my
gave me his phone
Instagram,
number, and I text him every day. I'm like, "Are you done trying to be mean today?"
my my
I
Instagram
said,
was my Instagram was hijacked. My first Instagram page, I had like 4,000 some odd followers, and somebody hijacked it, locked me out of it. I'm like, okay, okay,
"Well,
y'all want to
see,
do that?
we had a remember the person. I love that cup, man. I'm gonna have to get me a cup like that. You're gonna have to send me a cup."
Actually, my people's my family, James and Nikki, they're in Virginia. Actually, they made these for me. They made this for me,
I like those.
personalized and everything. They do a lot of custom stuff. I can send you their information and everything to reach out to them.
Send me
Definitely,
their information because I wouldn't mind getting me one like that.
indeed. And anybody else that want one of these pimped out cups and every hit right here, you know what I'm saying?
I
They
love
pimped it
it.
out. They get you down to the T to what you want, and they're amazing. They're amazing. They do custom everything: shoes, jackets, shirts, everything. So definitely.
I still want me a Wu Tang coffee mug though.
I oops, I forgot. I put that away. I put
I
that
still
away.
want that too.
Yeah,
Like I want me one of them because I drink coffee
everybody.
religiously.
Oh, everybody has asked me about that cup. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
It's
But yeah,
gigantic.
we definitely. I wanted to say I wanted to give a shout out to the team, to the Mook in the Morning team as well. We got Heaven and we got Chris Wynn of the Advocates. We got Frank Nitty, Shamika. It's a bunch of talented people that we have on the team, and we're about to bring on some more people, Cheryl Taylor and so forth like that. They definitely keep the Mook in the Morning show. Mook has a show that comes on at 9 a.m. Until 10 p.m. I mean, I'm sorry, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, and each day he talks about something different. I think Wednesdays have been the best because those are when the women call in and they speak on a topic, and the men just give them feedback or give them positive vibes. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody with the Mook in the Morning show, the whole team, the whole PYN team. Doing big things, man. I'm proud of them. I'm loving the camaraderie. I'm loving the family orientation that we have going on. And like most families, we, you're not always going to agree. But I can say one thing about this is that we all strive for the common goal. And that's the main thing. When you're a unit, when you're a team, not everybody's going to agree all the time. That doesn't mean all things fall and all you got to break down and catch a damn hissy fit or nothing like that. That's when you become stronger, because as long as you keep the common goal of the company in focus, that machine is going to continue to run. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's going to have to know about it. Nobody's going to have to know. I want to give a shout out to Brenda too. Miss BK.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? My manager. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. She said she loved the cup. Definitely. I gotta get you one too. I gotta get her one too. It's Queen B over there. Shout out to her and everybody from the East Coast Killer Bees. We definitely. I'm just happy. I'm ecstatic with the brand and the movement that the brand is going on as a whole, as a collective. We're doing some good things.
I want to give
And
Brenda a shout out too. She shares a lot of my stuff. I want to say thank you very much for that.
Brenda is amazing. I don't see how she do it. She keeps she keeps me motivated because she has a lot of energy. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't see. She does 17 different things at one time, and I'm just like, I don't see how you do it. I don't see how you do it. So definitely shout out to Brenda. Definitely. And Legal
Yeah.
Mob Entertainment. legal mob
Oh, yeah,
entertainment in the building. You know.
definitely. Um, Tell everybody your social media links.
Ooh. Well, you can find me on it's Vega Dawn official too for my Instagram, but everything else is Vega Dawn. Um, just Google my name, Vega Dawn. I have like a fan page on Vega Dawn. I have my regular page. I have Vega Dawn, Mr. Woo Wednesday. Of course, the Protecting That Records page, Certified Woo Wednesday page, the Woo Worldwide DJ Coalition page, the Climax Corporation page, Global Powerhouse Music Group page, Mean 16 page. I have a lot of pages. It's just you can. It's not hard to find me. But definitely, if you want to get in contact with me, hit me up on my Vega Dawn page. Anyone, just Google me or just send me an email, vvd@wutangmanagement.com. That's how you can find me.
Okay. All right. Give one piece of advice to
One piece of
somebody,
advice.
to
One piece
anybody. It don't have to be about
of
music. Just a piece of advice.
don't let nobody tell you that you can't. And when I say that, it's a lot of people that may have your back or claim they have your back, but the true colors will show once you start to show success. When you start to become successful, you're
Facts.
able to weed out people, and there's nothing wrong with moving and advancing. Don't forget about the people, but there's nothing wrong with going forward. Don't feel guilty because you're moving forward and somebody's still staying stagnant. You get as far as the people that you hang around. And I was told that, 50 Cent said that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you only get as far as the people that you hang around. And that's real talk. Because if you hang around a bunch of guys that's all about nothing, up to no good, or a bunch of females that's all about drama and all that other stuff, guess what? That's as far as your life is going to take you, to drama and up to no good. You follow me? When you start hanging out, reaching outside your comfort zone and start talking to people, gaining information and grabbing information, that little bit of information that can take you to the next level, that's when you're progressing. That's growth. That's when you're learning. It's not leaving or forgetting anybody. It's just trying to make things better for yourself and for what you're trying to do. So don't let nobody tell you that you can't do anything, and never settle for less. Never stay stagnant because somebody else is going to be mad that you're moving forward and they're not. You got to keep moving.
It's the
So
truth right there. That's
indeed,
the bottom line. I've had to learn that
indeed.
because I feel like a lot of people will say, "You just left me. Like you gave up on me." No, you gave up on yourself. I just kept going.
Mhm.
Like I kept going. I ain't worried about like I said in the bottom line, the bottom of the day, it's me to deal with me. And I said, and if you've got all your ghosts keeping you down, and I'm not part of that. I can't have that because that's not who I am no more. I was like, I've
Right.
had that happen though. I've been where I hadn't had chance to keep moving, so I understand it, but I've learned from it, so I keep
Right.
going.
people
That's
people
all you can
some
do.
people some people content when it comes to, they want to have that pity party. If you get ahead, they feel like they should be there because you their buddy or whatever the case may be. And it's not necessarily that. If they work and show that they're worthy to come along, or to move forward with you, then by all means help them out. But if they just waiting for you to do it themselves and they're not putting no effort to it, you go ahead and do what you got to do, and then it gives you the opportunity to choose whether or not, you know that's how integrity is formed. You got to read people's intentions, and how motivated they are. If you're more motivated than the people you hang around, guess what? That's telling you something. You need to, not that you need to leave them. Though I don't want nobody to say Vega told me I need to leave y'all or something. No, I'm saying you need to go ahead and move forward. If you want to help out, if you want to help yourself out, you got to move forward. You can only help yourself out in certain things, and then you can go back and try to bring those people on. But 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be right there with you if they're trying to make something for themselves. So they have to show that they're trying to move forward and not just waiting on you to move them forward. So it's a lot of pros and cons, and mainly, I can say that sometimes it's better to separate yourself from everybody and focus on what you need to focus on, get your mindset, get that tunnel vision, and you move forward. That's what I say.
I agree. I agree 1000%. Um, so anything new at the moment that you would like to tell everybody?
I think I done said just about everything. I mean, the radio station, the clothing line, everything that's going on with PYN, Mook in the morning, the movement with Mook that we're doing. Um, I can't speak directly on the things that's coming up, but I'm letting everybody know there's a lot of good things coming up, a lot of good opportunities, a lot of new things for the brand itself that is definitely going to bring light and trickle down to where everybody can benefit if they're part of the movement. You just gotta be serious. Every brand goes through a rebranding phase, goes through changes, upgrades, downgrades, whatever the case may be. And I just need people to think about things when they speak on things that they don't know. Sometimes people like to put things out in the air that oh, this brand is this and this brand is that. It's one person's opinion, because whatever was going on with that brand or whatever was going on with that company or whatever at your job, it didn't agree with that person. So of course that person is going to say things to make it seem like that brand is nowhere. You know what I mean? And it's not even that type of party when it comes to the majority of these brands. You're always going to have somebody disgruntled. You're always going to have people that's not going to agree with things and so forth. So I just want everybody to just keep in mind, find out things for yourself. Don't go by what people tell you, because there's two sides to a story. There's always two sides to a story. Some people just choose to take the easy way out and try to throw the blame other ways, and that's easier for them, instead of taking responsibility of what they've done and chalking it up as a lesson and keeping it moving. So
Well, I want to say thank you again for celebrating your birthday with me. Happy birthday again.
indeed. Thank you. I want to shout out to everybody that tuned in. I appreciate you tuning in and everything. Definitely follow T Lynn, Tita with T Lynn. She's a great person. She has some good things going on for everybody, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel for her. She's going in a good direction. I'm definitely proud of her. Tune in, stay tuned for what's going on. Check out Mook in the Morning on Instagram, John Mook Gibbons or Mook in the Morning. You can definitely find us there, speaking about topics as well. But yeah, just stay tuned to see what the brand is bringing. We got some things in store. We definitely got some good things in store for you.
Thank you for all that. I really appreciate that. It means so much. I wanted to cry.
Don't do that. We're supposed to be celebrating.
I know, right? So, big happy born day once again, Vega Don.
Thank you very much.
And
Thank you.
thank you so much for being on here. And thank you for always rooting me on and supporting me and everything.
Always.
And I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And if you are an artist, a producer, a DJ, entertainment professional, any sorts, comedian, actor, actress, or anything, I'm open to doing all types of interviews. Also, Brandon, I have a magazine company coming on Monday. So stay tuned for that. And the following Friday, I have an artist in Ontario, Canada, coming on, which is really cool. So I'm doing my first international interview. I have done an international interview with Michael Grant, but we had a technical issue where we did the whole interview and it wasn't recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to redo that. But I'm definitely going to do that in the very future. But so I want to say thank you for everybody for tuning in, and if you get a chance, please share this. Make sure you share it to all the groups and everything. Make sure you go subscribe to my channel. Go subscribe to T Lynn TV, because the subscription is going to help, because I'm not always going to be on Facebook. I'm going to be eventually going all the way to YouTube, and that'll be the only way you'll be able to watch this. So make sure you go subscribe, please. And give me a shout out if you want it. Go to my website, www.teedupwithlynn.com. Make sure you leave a message. If you want to sponsor an episode, also leave me a message. And I really appreciate you again, Vega.
Indeed. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to, can't forget Jimmy Kane, the man. Jimmy Kane, Big Nate All-Star, Capadonna, the whole clan, you know what I'm saying? I want to shout out to everybody. Shaheem, the rugged child. definitely.
Oh, I
Stay
gotta
tuned.
say yes, Jimmy. I gotta say something to Jimmy. Jimmy's also a really great person in my life. One
Yes.
day, he just came in my inbox after I had shared about 500,000 things, like I always do with everybody. And I've had people actually tell me that that's really bad. I don't care. That's the way I do it. If you don't like it, you know what to
Right.
do.
Right.
But anyway, Jimmy came in my inbox one day and he says, "T, you're doing a great job." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Thank you, Jimmy." Like, that meant so much to me. So yes, definitely a big shout out to Jimmy King. Thank you very much for saying that. That made my day. I actually had tears come out of my eyes that day when he said that. It meant a lot to me. So again, thank you all for tuning in. And this has been Teed Up with T Lynn. Make sure you hit the like button and share. Have a good night.
Peace. Peace. Peace and blessings.
Hey, we doing a new thing, baby. Out here.